Have you ever waited for something and when it finally happened or arrived, it was just a little bit not what you expected? That's how I felt opening up this darkly box from the Bookish Box Company. I got on the wait list for this way back in February or March, I believe, and when it finally came time for me to sign up for the box, I wasn't able to purchase until August. I wish I'd done a little bit more research, and if you've listened to our post show, you know that there is a lot of drama going on with this goody book box supplier. Well, I finally got September's box, and I didn't even know it was September's box because it just showed up. It was thrown onto my porch in this plain wooden box that obviously had seen better days. So we get in the box some goodies that are themed towards popular literature, a quick little newsletter, which you saw me leaf through, and then a book. And I didn't know what exactly to expect from this subscription, but suffice it to say, I'm no longer subscribed to it. And if you listen to the after show that we have now, the post show, you'll understand why. So let's go through what's here. We got a little wooden catch-all, which is actually very cute. I like it a lot. It's a laser etched with this. I don't know how to describe it. It's just really cute. We also got a pin that, from what I understand, they're they're collector pins and it's a chance on which ones you can get. I'm not quite sure what the pin is from, but I do have a lot of pins. I do collect pins, but usually they're pins that catch my eye kind of thing. We also got a acrylic bookmark, which I did add into my bookmark collection at this point. I have a lot of paper bookmarks. I don't have a lot of sturdier bookmarks. So this is actually something that I'm going to probably use a lot more often than maybe some of the other things in this box. But it's very cute. It's double-sided with the same thing on both sides. I do worry that my cats are going to go after the tassel. So, it's nice. There was a sticker with the book theme on it. Don't know where I'm gonna put it yet. And then a mug. The mug is from a book I haven't read yet, but it is on my to be read list, to be purchased list. And it's a good soup mug, I would say. We also get a t-shirt with this because Bookish Box allowed a choice. You could get goodies, you could get a t-shirt and goodies, you could get a book, t-shirt and goodies, and then just get a book. And I opted for t-shirt, goodies, and a book. So we got 4 goodies, a t-shirt, which is the Ever King, which I only just read this year. So that was a nice surprise that I got something for a book I actually read. And then this is the book, The Dead Guy Next Door. It looks like it's a supernatural, investigative type thriller. I haven't heard of it, but this is actually kind of pretty. I only recently started looking for what is commonly referred to as sprayed edges. This is not sprayed. It looks like it's actually printed. The pages were printed this way, which is kind of nice. There's foil on the dust jacket. And as I've started getting some of these special edition books, I've started looking at the other things that make these books special to try and like justify the cost of them. And this is one of the ones that has a little bit more. The dust jacket in traditional printing is just either illustrations from the book, illustrations that are already on the cover, or to give an illustration period because the book doesn't have any. Usually the cover is a really nice linen cover or something like that. You see these a lot in old hardbacks, but this one has a different cover and it is a dual-sided dust jacket. I only have one other book that's like that. It was very surprising to see that. I don't know when I'm going to get to reading this one. It might just sit on my shelf for a while until I feel the urge to read something like that, but it's going to be a nice addition. So for my first Darkly box, I'm expecting 3 others. It's not terrible, but I was expecting a little bit more, I suppose, than a tray, a mug, a bookmark, a pen, something like that. Next, we get into my newest subscription with Archer and Olive. I have been a quarterly subscriber for a while now, and now I have joined their monthly subscription, which is smaller and cheaper. And this is for the month of January. Everything is themed for the new year. I was very surprised to see the pen. And if you've been a subscriber of our channel, you know how this pen is like perfect for us. We've got the same, I have received some of these before, but always in mystery boxes. So this one has a couple of sheets of paper. Some of them are dual-sided, some of them are dot matrix. Then we've got stickers that include the days of the week, the date, the dates that you'll need for the month, and then some things that are just kind of, I want to call them like flash. They're just kind of art pieces to put in your journal. I don't know if I'm going to use them for January, even though I know they were meant for January, because the journal I'm currently working on, again, if you've watched and been a subscriber for a while on the channel, you know that I try to go with the theme of the journal itself, not just switch out the theme for every month. There's always an element that was going in with what the journal started with, so on and so forth. Lots of stars, basically. This is not a subscription box. It's not a mystery box either. There was a Black Friday sale and a couple of items that they had been sold out of for a while were a couple of things that I knew I wanted and had been watching to come back for quite a while. So there were some things in here that I was expecting, some things that I wasn't expecting, and then just things I was just absolutely excited for. I ordered these back in early November, I think. I'm not sure now. So I've been waiting for them to arrive. I expected them to arrive well before the quarterly subscription even. So A&O only recently, and I think because they had such a positive reaction to them back in June, have released fountain pink and ink, I'm sorry, fountain pen inks. And when they included it in the subscription box for, I believe it was June. I was so excited because I do love a good fountain ink pen. And then they released the autumn set, and I got that. And when they advertised that they had a winter set, I jumped on that with a quickness. Now, as you can see there, it says the acrylic pen organizer. This sold out so quickly when it was first released that I was never able to get one for myself. And at this point, I have quite the collection of acrylographs and calligraphs that they are just, well, they were just sitting in a pin case, never getting used because I always forgot about them, unless there were some on my desk. And I knew as soon as I got like my third set during from the subscription box that I wanted this organizer. So when it came up during the sale, it was mine. It was in my shopping cart so quickly, and it was on sale. I was so excited. So to finally have it here, I immediately started reorganizing my desk. I know it's a mess in the video. It's still kind of a mess, but it's a work in progress mess. I also, in my purchase, included the October monthly set. There sometimes the monthly subscription is available for purchase on A&O, and sometimes they just show up in your mystery boxes. And if anybody from Archer and Olive is watching, again, I am still looking for some of the other sets. I really want another mystery box sale, and there is a journal that I am watching for. So, powers that be, let it be known we are here for a mystery box. This one is the October set from 2024, and it's got pumpkins on the washi tape. You always get some washi tape, you always get some pages, and you always get some stickers. There are sometimes little embellishments, like this one has little paper gingham bows. They do have adhesive on the back to, again, it's just another kind of flash. These are the double-sided pages, and then here are the stickers. I live for pumpkins. Pumpkins are all over my house. October is my jam. I am looking forward to using these in the coming year. I also noticed on the envelopes for these monthlies that there's a counter on them. And it wasn't until after I filmed this that I realized that the one that I got for December, the one I just opened previously, was marked as 2025 13. And then I realized on these envelopes that the October one, it says 2024 10. So that's something that I'm going to watch out for. This one I wasn't expecting. This was a surprise, a very lovely surprise. I now have 5 of these sets, I believe, and this one is for December. Unfortunately, I've already set up my planner for December, but these would have fit so perfectly with them, with what I had set up, that I kind of wish that I had gotten these earlier. So what's in this one? Well, the little embellishments don't have adhesive on them. They're just little cardboard, cardstock cutouts with sparrows and holly, and they're really, really, really cute. The washi tape has flowers, red, and of course our gold embellishments that would have fit perfectly in this month's spreads. And the paper has the same little sparrow and the same flowers all the way across. There's holly, leaves, there's pine cones. It would have been perfect. I wish I'd gotten this earlier. Of course, we've got the double-sided pages, we've got the dot pages, and then we have stickers for all the days in the month, weeks in the month, etc. So that's what I got in my subscription box, as well as my Black Friday sale box. These are the inks that I purchased. This is the winter set from Archer and Olive. I now have 9 different inks from Archer and Olive. They're actually very good quality inks, and if they didn't smear so much, I would be using them in my journal a lot more often. But unfortunately, anytime I start building my journal and I'm using the fountain pen inks, my hand goes across the page and it smears and it just doesn't look as good and it's mildly upsetting. So in this set, we have the amethyst color, jasper, and indigo. I'm going to try and show you which each one looks like. That's the jasper. Here's the indigo. It's a really pretty blue, purple. And then, of course, the amethyst. You can kind of see it there. It is purple when it shines through the light. And because it showed up as well as it did on camera in the bottle, I'm going to show you the other colors in the collection now. So this is one of the fall colors. They are amber, slate, and chestnut. Amber is a lighter brown than chestnut. Chestnut is a really, really warm, deep brown. And then slate, which comes across as a gray. Not like it's more like a blue gray than a true gray, but in the bottle it looks nearly black. And then, of course, we have the 3 that started this whole thing, I think, which were they're in a different format than the others. I don't actually remember what the colors are called, but there's 2 greens and a blue, and they're actually really, really lovely. I love these ones. I don't, again, use them very often because they smear on the page when I'm building my journal. But I do like using the fountain pens and the ink for just signature purposes. I also have the small inks that were included with a dip quill from the Halloween set. I just didn't include them because they don't follow this scheme here.